Major immigration shocks from Canada. New rules on permit status and asylum claims. Massive immigration shakeup in Canada. If you're a temporary resident or seeking asylum, buckle up because two major announcements could redefine your future. From expiring permits to stricter asylum rules, the government isn't just adjusting policy, it's rewriting the playbook. If you are interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. In a dramatic move that is sending ripples across the immigrant community, Canada has announced two groundbreaking updates that could impact the lives of hundreds of thousands residing within its borders. This video revolves around status maintenance for permit holders and a major overhaul in asylum claim rules. If you're in Canada on a temporary visa or planning to seek asylum, these policy changes are not just important, they're potentially life-changing. Status maintenance in jeopardy, over 500,000 permits set to expire. Canada is on the verge of witnessing a monumental shift. Reports suggest that over 500,000 permits, including study permits, work permits, and other temporary statuses, are set to expire. Previously, the system allowed certain protections for individuals whose permits were in the process of extension or reapplication. But under the new rules, things are about to get far more rigid. The old status quo, grace through refusals. Under the previous framework, if your original permit was nearing expiration and you submitted a renewal or extension application before it expired, even if that application was later refused, you still enjoyed implied status. This meant you could legally stay, study, or work in Canada while waiting for the outcome of a second application. The new rulebook, no second chances. Canada's revised policy eliminates this safety net. Under the new regulations, if your initial permit extension is refused, and you submit a second application even before your original permit expires, you will no longer have the right to work or study. Your status may remain maintained, but it becomes non-functional for practical purposes. Worse still, if your permit expires and only afterward you submit a second application, it will be automatically refused. The moment your first application is denied and your permit expires, you become out of status. Filing a second application in this scenario is now futile. This is a severe crackdown on what was once a window of opportunity for thousands. The era of filing dummy applications merely to prolong status has come to a close. Big blow to asylum seekers, new barriers to protection. The second major update is equally jarring. Canada is setting the stage for sweeping restrictions on asylum claims, a shift that could exclude thousands from ever seeking refuge. Proposed law could reshape the asylum landscape. A new bill currently under review proposes that any individual who entered Canada after June 24, 2020, and failed to file an asylum claim within 1 year of their entry, will be deemed ineligible. Yes, timing is now everything. Government's absolute authority to suspend applications. Perhaps the most alarming provision in the proposed asylum reform is the extraordinary power it grants to the government. The authorities will now have the ability to suspend or cancel asylum applications at any time. Refuse to process certain cases entirely. This is unprecedented. It means asylum claims could be halted without warning, even if the applicant meets all current eligibility requirements. Risk of revocation and deportation. The government has also indicated that any approved asylum-related visa or permit could be revoked retroactively if it is found that the initial claim was fraudulent or inaccurate. In such cases, individuals could face immediate deportation. The final verdict: time to rethink immigration strategies. These twin updates are not just policy tweaks, they're foundational changes in Canada's immigration system. If your permit is set to expire or you're planning to file an asylum claim, your entire legal strategy needs a reset. The asylum path is now narrow, and permit holders must act with precision and urgency. Stakeholders and immigrant communities are actively opposing the proposed asylum bill, but the government is moving swiftly. If passed, these rules could take effect any day. Canada tightens PNP selection. Canada tightens PNP selection, issues only 125 express entry invites with high CRS score. The announcement, made by Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada on June 10, marks a significant development in the country's skilled immigration efforts. Canada has invited 125 foreign nationals to apply for permanent residency under its Provincial Nominee Program, as part of the latest express entry draw. The announcement, made by Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada on June 10, marks a significant development in the country's skilled immigration efforts. The June 10 express entry draw, officially draw number 350, was conducted at 13:57 and 34 seconds Universal Time Coordinated and issued 125 invitations to apply to candidates with a minimum comprehensive ranking system score of 784. The tie-breaking rule for this round was applied to profiles submitted before September 12, 2024, at 18:12 and 15 seconds Universal Time Coordinated. This marks a sharp rise in the CRS cutoff compared to the previous PNP draw on June 2, where 277 invitations were issued with a lower cutoff score of 726. Altogether, 402 invitations have been sent under the PNP in June so far. The express entry system uses the CRS to rank candidates based on criteria including age, education, work experience, and language proficiency. Candidates with the highest scores are invited to apply for permanent residency. As of March 25, 2025, Canada has withdrawn job offer points from the CRS for most categories, except Major Group 00, Senior Management, and certain skilled occupations, meaning eligible candidates will no longer gain additional CRS points for job offers unless they fall under these specified categories. The CRS evaluates applicants based on age, education, language skills, work experience, and other factors. It is adjusted regularly to reflect policy changes. Notably, on March 25, 2025, Canada removed job offer points from the CRS calculation. This impacts both current and future express entry candidates. The rule change specifically affects candidates under Major Group 00 of the National Occupation Classification, e.g., senior management roles worth 200 points, and other skilled occupations, worth 50 points. Those who had claimed points for job offers will lose them, and new applicants can no longer earn those extra points. The Provincial Nominee Program allows provinces and territories to nominate skilled workers who meet their economic and labor market needs. Candidates selected through a PNP receive a nomination certificate, significantly boosting their chances of obtaining permanent resident status in Canada. The clock is ticking, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Whether you're renewing a permit or planning to file an asylum claim, Canada's new policies demand precision, urgency, and strategy. Stay informed, stay prepared, and most importantly, don't wait until it's too late.